Hi, Taurus. I do apologize. This is your homework family reading for part 2 for Taurus, all Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. I do apologize that it shut off in the middle of that reading. The first part of the reading, I made a boo-boo and I pretty much forgot to delete another video, so it took up all my storage and that's why it just crapped out. So I went ahead and I sat it out as part 1 and part 2. And I hope that's okay with you because really am not going to redo it again. So I hope that's okay. But as I want to pick up right where we were at, and I had already given you the Queen of Swords when it went out. But like I said, let's remember also in astrology, Taurus, you all have Uranus in your sign. Independence, individuality, uniqueness, freedom. I mean, of course. I mean, why wouldn't you be getting all of the pharaohs and all of this energy with you? I mean, independence, individuality, uniqueness, freedom. And Taurus is also speaking to you of self-worth, self-value, self-esteem. So, I mean, this is very much projecting you to a whole new level of what you've probably ever known you to be. And it's time to stand up and be that. And I had to go back and say that because as soon as it shut off, that's what I was feeling. So I wanted to go right back to where I was and then take the rest of the reading from there on out. But the very first card out of the deck is, what is it? It's the Queen of Swords. It's speaking to you of the throat. It's being sure of yourself. An intense feminine energy of yourself. I mean, it could be another woman in your life, but I would say most likely this is going to be you, considering what we're talking about. Sure of yourself, intense spirit. You know, intense spirit speaks her mind. But this is the thing. It's coming in with the Two of Cups. Now, yeah, that could be a love interest. But I'm not going to call it a love interest. And you guys hear me say a million times, I don't read for love. If love comes up, we'll work with that. Just like I said, it might be a love interest. This may be a love interest coming in. It may be a brand new bond that's coming in. And that you might need to be speaking your truth as you're coming into this. But I feel, considering the way the rest of this reading has been going, that this, as the Two of Cups, it's heart energy. And I really feel like this is more of mind, heart. This is more of love yourself. Like I said, I could be wrong. This could be speaking about, you know, another person in your life coming in, a union or something that is going on within that union. But I'm being told right now it's going to have a lot to do with your subconscious mind and some of your hidden self, which makes me feel like that really is saying it's going more to do with self-love, for love for yourself, falling back in love with yourself and allowing yourself to be that way. Because that's what Spirit's telling me. But, like I said, for some of you, it may be also a love situation. I don't know. What do I know? I just read the cards. I am being given, along with those other two cards, for right now, at the very beginning, in June 15th, around June 15th, you are being, oh, I'm sorry. I write all over my cards if you're noticing it. You get also the High Priestess with the Six of Wands. So this is all about self-confidence. This is becoming the priestess yourself. Becoming the priestess of your life. This is not necessarily being in control. Because control for me sounds more like the Empress. But with these cards, you're being given the Queen of Swords, the Two of Hearts, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Wands, self-confidence and progress. And then with the High Priestess, this just feels like this is not even being in control. This is being in oneness. Feeling like you're completely coming into balance of yourself, into balance of life, coming into balance of where you belong, and starting to feel it. I feel like you're starting to see it. I feel like you're starting to see it. You're starting to think it. You're starting to acknowledge it. Now it's time to start putting that into action and starting to be it. Be part of it. Consume it. Allow it to be part of your life and allow your inner priestess to take you where it needs to go. Is there anything else that these... Okay, that's too many and I'm not down with that. Because of the way that came out, that was very confusing. So I'm going to give you another shuffle and see where we go. Sorry, this is just how I communicate with spirit. Is there anything else that Taurus needs to know? Again, the Seven of Wands, what were we just talking about? Self-confidence and process. The Queen of Cups, nurturing and gentle. This is, like I said, moving forward, being the High Priestess. This is coming into loving yourself is the way I feel about it. Everything that's moving forward. But the Queen of... I always want to say the Queen of Hearts. This is because it's the heart chakra. The Queen of Cups, which is nurturing and gentle. She's getting in touch with your intuitive nature, with your empath nature, which is also connecting it more with the High Priestess. And then the Seven of Cups. This is self-expression and allowing fantasies to become part of allowing your magical essence, to be part of your self-expression. Like I said, I feel like it's time to not consume, but to inhale your inner priestess and allow yourself to rise and be her in every aspect, every balance, from emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical. I feel like it is definitely coming into a balance and taking a brand new start. Like I said, the whole reason I realize, I mean, it could have to do with weighing the heart against the feather, and like I said, with all of that in part one, but I really feel like they're also taking me through all of that because what they were trying to get me to say was, you know, you're setting impressions that last lifetimes. You're setting foundations that last lifetimes. So it's definitely going to be changing this lifetime. And coming into the courage and the power, the conviction, the confidence of doing that is what I feel. Is what is the challenge for Taurus? The challenge. Where is Taurus's challenge? Alright, starting off with these then. The challenge for you, we're going into the zodiac. Before I even get to shuffle them, get grounded. Get grounded is what they're saying. Grounded, and I forgot to tell you in the beginning of the reading, that might be also why, is because I was being told to tell you to ground yourself because your energy is definitely outgoing. But let's see what else. What is challenging for Taurus at this time from the 15th through the 30th? Other than earth energy. Earth energy isn't only about grounding. Earth energy. I mean, this is also about planting the seed. Earth energy is about planting the seed, and it's about, I mean, before the seed can ever be planted, not planted. Before the seed can ever bloom, it had to be planted. It had to sit in the darkness for a little while. It had to, start to grow from the darkness up towards the light. So, and it's grounding yourself, but it's also like they were saying with the headdress. It's rebirthing. It's birthing in general. So if you're planting the seed, you're birthing is what I feel like this is about. What else is a challenge? Or am I ready to move to another deck? For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What is a challenge for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus. You're feeling like you're going cold. If there's something, thank you. What was I saying as soon as I started this video? Uranus, independence, individuality, uniqueness, freedom, self-worth, self-value, self-esteem, abundance of all of that, because you are a Taurus. Okay? This is, I mean, let's look at this. The way, to me, don't he look like he's coming out of the ice? Like he's unthawing? That's kind of what I feel like this is. Like you're unthawing. You're not just rebirthing, but like you're coming out of a stagnant place, a place of just not got It feels like it's coming out of the frozen waters, basically. Like it's got life starting to be breathed into it, so to speak. Independence, individuality, uniqueness, freedom, coming into your power, coming into you. This is all part of your challenge of accepting who you are and making the changes, it seems like. Anything else here? Or next deck? Next deck. Do. Apparently we're going here because I just grabbed it without even thinking. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Three of Discs, which is Three of Pentacles. This is actually Capricorn energy and Mars. So this is Mars energy in Capricorn, but I'm also being told this has the moon in it. So this is definitely, I mean, this is all about reaping the rewards of the hard work. It's a masculine energy card, but and it feels kind of like the wheels of fortune are turning for you at this time. I mean, it feels like, I mean, let's look at the card. I've only been talking about Egypt. Don't it look like you're looking down on a pyramid? And the waters are all around it? But it's starting to shine and come into its golden illumination? This is what they're telling you. This is reaping the rewards of coming forward, being you, letting you out. This is also Capricorn and Mars. So this is your passion, your action, your aggression, your sacral chakra activating and setting a brand new foundation. We're no longer in the challenge. This is saying what you should be seeing, what should be happening. Queen of Wands. Fire energy. And then I threw it away. Right on out of my hand. This is, I mean, first off, she's got an eagle right here on top of her head, just like the Egyptians. Hello. I mean, like you said, they just keep bringing this back up. This is knowing exactly what you want, going after it, being inspired. This is, discovering, your new inner power. She's strong. And let me tell you, she has a cheetah right here. I see this as a cheetah. And for me, when cheetah pops up, especially with this card, this is, you're no longer the same person. Because for me, I can't explain it. It's weird how it works. But for me, the cheetah has something to do with the DNA being changed. Like the speed of our DNA being changed. With our, cleaning out those negative energies and coming into a higher vibrational frequency and resetting our DNA. When the cheetah comes with her in this one, this is talking not just about inspiration and knowing what you want, but this is like the sacral chakra taking a brand new change in life and changing who you are, moving towards a higher vibrational you and setting, a whole new goal, but in such a new, higher, positive way is what this is telling me this is leading you to. I'm being told to pay attention to your dreams. your higher education of what you're receiving, most likely from Jupiter, or the knowledge you're receiving from people that you get. And also pay attention to your professional life and your social foundations. So that might be things that are shifting or changing, but the Spirit is directing me directly to it to notice these things. The Priestess. She just came up in the last deck. The Priestess. She is, okay, in this deck, she is magic itself. And when I say magic itself, I look at the Magician, especially in this deck, as not even as high as her. I mean, I know technically the Magician is higher up than her, but I see the Magician as an apprentice that's learning how to do its magic, learning how to come into itself, learning how to connect the connection. She's already figured it out and become one with it. And this is exactly what I was saying I feel is coming your way. This is the direction that you should be feeling like you're coming. However, I am getting 8 of Wands, and I'm also getting the Prince of Cups. Now, the reason I say however is because this is fire energy. This is speaking to me of very fast, rapid movement, rapid energy, rapid spiritual change. Mercury and Sagittarius, learning something new. But this is speaking of coming together into your oneness, your 4. But you want to watch out because you're going to have some adolescent emotions about it. So this is saying as you are becoming the High Priestess, you're going to be sifting through your 4 and figuring it out with a lot of speed, a lot of communication, inward communication, rapid energy. This is Sagittarius, even though I connected with all 4 signs. It is decisive action with speed. But pay attention to what the decisions are, because you're also given the Prince of Cups, which is adolescent emotions. So this is his chariot. He's flying in from the divine, but he's still just a prince. He hasn't got kingdomship yet. So whether you have someone young flying into your life that sounds like they've got their shit together, or it's you in one level or another, or like I said, it could be a water sign, because we are dealing with the cups. Sorry. So this could be somebody young that's coming in that's a water sign. It seems like they've got their stuff together and very emotional, but they might be adolescent about their emotions. They may be premature about their emotions. Or this is saying, don't let your premature emotions get in your way. It's one of two. But I feel like it's very much a positive and a powerful energy that's coming your way. But I am being told, like I said, for you to pay attention. Well, now I'm saying, they're saying it's a transformation. It's a transformation of healing that's going on for you, more or less. But I am being told for you to pay attention to your outer community, those relationships within that outer community. Okay, you all are moving around way too fast. I'm sorry. But if there's something that you want to say, I mean, I'm really feeling like your psychic energy may be really all over the place, because that's what they're doing to me right now. They usually highlight messages. One of my little books right here is like on astrology that reminds me, so I don't get myself tongue-tied and get the wrong things and start telling you the wrong stuff. And so I have it here when I'm doing it so I can look back down, keep me in the right place. And they're just highlighting things and moving them around and doing stuff. So I feel like you may feel like you're jumping around and trying to figure it out, but go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't make any premature judgments too quickly. I feel like you might be even getting new spiritual energies, new psychic energies that you're learning to control, that might be shifting. I feel like you might be feeling spiritually and psychically a little all over the place, considering what they're doing to me right now, because usually they don't do this. And they're saying that if it is on that line for some of you, some of that is also, it's a joint connection of you with spirit, on that connection of being connected and working together on how you will move forward. Because for some of you, I guess, like, are coming into more of a shamanic level or more of a medium level, you really have to work with those guides. And if you don't work with those guys, that communication's really whack. So, that might have something to do with it. But I do feel like you should be paying a very lot of close attention to, hidden truths that are coming up, because they're going to definitely be helping you decide the directions that's best for you by allowing other people to show their truths. But within that, you're going to find yourself. But I feel like you're also going to be going through a lot of spiritual shifts, psychic changes, and whatnot, and just work with that and work with your guides. Is there anything that you have for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Can we leave them on a very positive note? Not like they're not already on a rather positive note, but Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus signs. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Taurus signs. This one just keeps coming up. Foolishness. You were worried about letting go of your frustrations. Those who are responsible, you are worried about letting go of your frustrations, because those who are responsible will perceive that they have won. You are worried about letting go of your frustrations, because those who are responsible will perceive they have won. I'm tongue-tied today. Here's the important part. They will have won, because the only one suffering here is you. Let it go. If it's not working for you and it's going against you, let it go. There is no truth behind the farce. Fairs. Be wary of smoke and mirrors. That's what I was just saying, that I felt like they were saying before they started jumping all over the place. Be wary of smoke and mirrors. Look close and the illusions will soon melt away, revealing a sanctuary where only the truth now remains. Trust in yourself, trust in your intuition. Pay close attention to the illusions that are falling apart. Remember, Neptune goes retrograde on the 21st, so everybody's a little bit wackadoo anyway because of that. I mean, let's be real. Anything else Taurus needs to hear? Yeah, I know one of you. I don't think either of you. I think it's the first one. Yep, nope. Yep, nope. Take time to acknowledge the subtle changes in your spiritual evolution. You sound like you're on a remarkably awesome path. Trust in it. Believe in you. Be confident in you and where you're supposed to be going. Don't worry about everybody else's ideas of what you should be. I love you. Bye.